Hello! So, I'm going to show you how to fix your paper so that it turns into MLA format, proper MLA format. And I'm going to do this on Google Docs, but the principles are the same in Word, and if they're different, I'll let you know. So the first thing you want to do is once you have everything set up, first of all, make sure you have your proper heading. It should be your name, my name, English 9A, and then today's date, space, month, space, year. No commas, no weird punctuation. And it should not be in a header. It just has to be at the top of your page, aligned to the right like everything else is. Your whole paper, except for the words works cited, should be aligned to the left, which means the line should start on the left. I don't want full lines, I don't want it centered. I want it aligned to the left because that's MLA. Second thing to do is highlight your entire paper, top to very, very bottom, including your works cited. And what you want to do is change it to Times New Roman. The default on a lot of Microsoft Words is Arial, and the default on Google Docs I think is Calibri. You need to turn it to Times New Roman. And then you need to change it. Same thing, make sure you highlight the whole thing. There's a shortcut for it. I think it's Control S, but I don't trust myself, so maybe be careful. And make sure it's all size 12. If you're copying and pasting things, like URLs, it's going to be different sizes for the most part. So do make sure that that's correct. Next, once everything is Times New Roman size 12 and you have your proper heading, we need to insert your page number. So this is the same on Word as it is on Google Docs. It'll look a little different, but either way, you go to the top to where it says Insert, and then you go to Page Number, and there'll be various options on Word. It'll give you like top right, top left. On Google Docs it'll look like this, but you want to choose the image or the description where it says top right of the paper, so that your page number will be in the top right, and then you click in front of it and write your last name. Well, this one is McSmitherson. Space. So then on every page it'll be your last name, McSmitherson, space, page number. If we scroll down to page 2, Miss Bickerson, space 2. Okay? Also, don't forget that you do need a title for your essay, which can also be in centered. You can come up with your title later. Okay, so that's decent, but obviously what we need to do to make sure this meets our page requirement and also MLA format is double spacing. So you double space everything, including the header. And including your works cited. So to double space, just to clarify, you go up to the top to the tools. It should be at the top on Word as well, and you click the button that has the arrows that says line spacing, and you change it to double spacing. And you may have to delete some of the space at the top. There we go. So it should look like this, and everything is nicely double spaced. You also want to make sure you take out space in between your paragraphs. Some people write their paragraphs and include space so they can tell where the second paragraph starts. You don't need to do that. You just need to make sure it's all one. We can tell where a new paragraph starts because you tabbed in. That's the indication that this is hey, this is a new paragraph. So double check. Oh, that looks good. That looks great. That looks super cool. Make sure your works cited is in alphabetical order. This one is. Make sure, oh, this one is missing the, oh no, Harper Lee's still in there. Make sure that you have, include your hanging indent. So again, on Word, you highlight, right click, click paragraph, and then change special to hanging. On Google Docs, it's a little bit different. I figured out cursors start at different places. You just have to count over 4 little dots, 4 little lines. So you highlight everything, you grab the triangle cursor, so it'll move both of these pieces, and you move it over 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces. This is like 4. I think that's 4. Or however close you can get. I'm not going to be super picky about the right dimensions. So you move it over, the whole thing will shift over, and then you have to click the square part, rectangle. I know math. It's a rectangle, and you move the rectangle back to its original spot, and that'll give you your hanging indent. So my works side looks good, and then what you need to make sure you do is tab down so that your works side is at the very top of your very next page. So in this case, my works side is on the top of page 4. And then, let me think, what else is in MLA? I think the only other thing is just to make sure that your citations are correct. So in your sentences with your quotations, your citation should be at the very end of the sentence. It should be in parentheses, and the period should be outside of the sentence. If you have quotes that are at the ends of your sentences, like this one, make sure that you do not have a comma or a period here. You just need the period after your citation. Because otherwise, if this is a period, that's the end of your sentence, and your citation is its only sentence. So just double check that for all of your citations, and you should be good. And then the last thing that I have for you to do on this checklist is to do the Control F sheet. Control F if you have not used it. You hit the Control button, which is at the bottom by your space bar, and you hit F, and a little search bar will pop up, and on the Control F document that I've linked on Canvas, it'll give you lots of things to search, such as you. And then you can go and it'll tell you every time you've used the word you. For example, here in this conclusion, this person said your, you, which is not allowed, so you need to rephrase. But that's how you do that. And then it'll tell, if you just hit this, it'll just pop to the next one, which is kind of nice. So double check, I space. Don't change the things that are in quotes. If there's a you in quotation marks, that's fine, leave it be. But otherwise, this person didn't use I apparently. What about I'm? Oop, I'm sure this book. Nope, fix that. Quote, he didn't use, so that's fine. So, yeah. Woohoo! Things you want to fix. And that's it.